What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're here on Reckoning in the directed mode. Now this is actually a video I've never done on the channel so far, for any of the directed modes as far as I remember at least. So we're going to go ahead and do a run through the directed version. I want to see what steps it has us do and when. The only exception is I did fill the bucket here off the rip because the sprinklers were already turned on, just saving us a little bit. And I am going to pick up the arms before it tells me to do so. But outside of that, we're going to do exactly what the objective says. Go through the entire quest. I'm just really kind of interested to see what it tells us to do and when. And I have a feeling it's going to be interesting to see the order as well. Because obviously it's not going to be the most efficient way to do it. It's just trying to guide you through all the steps to get you to the boss fight and get you through it for the first time ever. And then more than likely after that, it's going to be just you kind of jumping into the regular version of the mode now that you know the steps, kind of get the idea of it. Now, I think directed mode's been a huge hit for this game. I need you guys to let me know down in the comment section below if you feel like directed mode has helped you a ton throughout the year, and if not, essentially maybe it isn't for you, you guys think that it has gotten more people into the Easter eggs, completing more Easter eggs than maybe ever before, because that's kind of my impression. Regardless if I typically jump into directed and find a lot of value for it for myself, I definitely think there's a lot of value to be had, I guess I should say, for the majority of the players that maybe are newer to zombies. So obviously the first thing it's going to have me do is get to Richtofen's office, which is where you turn on the teleporter to go into Pack-a-Punch. So I'm probably just going to build up a bit of points here. I'm going to try to get myself, in a good position. That way we can just kind of follow through the steps. I'm pretty sure we don't need to see every single thing I do throughout this journey, but I do want to go through all the steps, like I said. I do want to make it into the boss fight and just see what this directed mode has to offer. Okay, I hung out in the first area for quite a while, obviously flipping the infinite round 2. Now it's going to go up to round 4 that we started opening up some doors. I'm going to follow every objective from this point forward. First objective, obviously, like we said earlier, got to get into the office, hit the button, I guess, turn on the teleporter, get in through that, go into Pack-a-Punch. Getting Pack-a-Punch turned on is obviously our first step. Then after that, it'll be interesting to see what it tells us to do. I mean, we don't have the syringe. It hasn't told us to do that. Obviously, I said I would do the bucket part regardless because I just don't want to have to deal with that later. And we're going to grab the arms as they drop because I feel like no matter what, people will probably see those and pick them up in a regular match too. So no direction needed for, I feel like, those couple of things. It would be cool to see what it tells us to do for the bucket, but I don't think that's super important. All right, we hit the button. Teleporter's on. We're going into sub-level 10. Then we can hit this button and get the Pack-a-Punch turned on. Pack-a-Punch our weapon, which is great. I did stay in the first area long enough, so we'll have Pack. I should be able to even get Jug, which will be nice, and be on our way. We can actually focus up on steps. And there we go. Power's on. We can actually Pack-a-Punch our DM10 here. Let's go. Wait, did I Pack-a-Punch it? No, it moved. I thought I Pack-a-Punched it and it moved. Now we can Pack-a-Punch it. There we go. We're at a good spot. Wait. Oh, what's it telling us to do now? Use the first letter of each code word to find an element on the periodic table in mutant research. So it's telling us to go to mutant research. Okay, here we are. We got to get the letters of the words here. Let's see. Is it going to show us? We got D. What's the other one going to be over here? Come on. Oh, we could have saw it, but there was a freaking giant objective marker in the way. D, was that a B? Did I see B? Yep, DB. DB. What do we got? Looks like we ended up with 105. And that door is open. Is that our geneticist? There's our geneticist. I guess we'll kill this too and just pick that up because it's going to end up showing up anyway. Like, there's no way to not do that unless I ignore it, which I feel like could be dangerous, potentially making it not spawn back in. Not really sure. I haven't tested that part, so just doing that as a precautionary measure. And now it says lure the low health vermin to the cyst. Our last vermin just entered. Now it's going to switch. It's going to tell us zombies. It's crazy how we had that already, right? We already knew it was going to be 3 of each because that's what we discovered through completing the Easter egg. All right, there goes one. And the last and final one is now entering the machine. Let's go. Now it's going to tell us to pick up the cyst. I'm going to bet it's going to tell us to charge the cyst. The door open. Door is open. And updated objective. Bring the cyst to etheric flora and quantum computing. So right down below here. It does have a marker as well, which is kind of cool. There's over-the-top amount of markers here in directed mode, but that's a good thing. Tells people exactly where they need to be. The directed mode does exactly what it's intended to do. I'm just going to hold this out. I know there's a way you can do a little trick to not actually hold it in your hand, but it's not too big of a deal. Plus, it's fun to kind of train up the zombies. I'm not trying to kill them anyway. Don't want to kill them anyway. Just trying to make it easy. And open up this door. It doesn't say this one. It says this one in here. I'll do this one in here then, I guess, first. We're charging it up. On round 4. Look at us go. All right, we'll keep going this way. The zombies are going to come around that corner. This specific location is usually pretty easy. We do have quite a bit of zombies, though, and they are very slow without rampage on. Did we get it? We need like a little bit more time. Yep, we got it. Okay, the one out here is the last one. I do have enough points to get Jug. I should get Jug as soon as I'm near it again. All right, should have been the end of that one. Initiate Power Surge in Dark Entity. So now it's definitely telling us to do the Forsaken step. I hope my weapon is strong enough. I'm going to go across real quick before I do that and grab Jug, though. I am also going to get myself rarity, get ourselves juiced a little bit here. And then let's initiate the Power Surge. The first one, it does show us markers for all of them, which is cool. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Short period of time to do that. Oh, get out of my way, zombie. Climb over, and then the final one over here. We're not going to utilize Dude to charge our guy down below for Klaus because the game's not telling us to do so. Bring an Uber Klaus with no shield generators to the container's transfer pad, which it's marking there. Shield generators are its things on the side. Oh, come on. Do we have to do that attack first? Now we're jumping. It's such a pain. Okay. Oh, bring him right here. Hurry. He should be able to walk right on. There we go. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. All right, destroy the Forsaken. That is exactly what we're going to do. Let me not get beamed by this freaking mine first. Luckily, our weapon's pretty damn strong for the spot we're at. Good old DM10. I'm 100% recommending this for your first time completion of this Easter egg because it is very good against the boss as well. All right, should be able to cook. Oh, I'm getting cooked in the back. Need to get some plates at some point too. Come on, destroy the Forsaken. It's got another frickin' form. All right, watch out. Just gonna reload, and there we go. Perfect. Just had to stay away. Got to watch out for the shots because this early on with only Jug, I could get just destroyed. Okay, now we just need to initiate evolution. Use assist with the Forsaken's remnants. Now what's it going to tell us to do? Are we going for the head next? Gorg effects in hand. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Wait, it wants me to speak with Blanchard? Why do we need to speak with Blanchard? There's no way it's going to tell me to upgrade the Wonder Weapon, right? I mean, that would be interesting, but it's not required for the main quest, which is what I thought the directed mode was about. But maybe they wanted to incorporate a way to teach people how to do each of the upgrades if they wanted to. I'm not really sure. It's kind of confusing me. Okay, we got an updated objective again. Summon a maintenance Klaus from reception or help Panos in quantum computing. I'm just going to do the one that I feel like will be fast. We'll just do the Strauss counter one. We'll get the upgrade. It's super interesting that it wants us to do that, though. And it's giving you an option as if you're supposed to know there's 2 different variants that you can upgrade, right? All right, where's this thing going to be? It's not going to be on this side, so I need to jump to the bottom. We need to make our way probably... It's either going to be in Dark Entity or it's going to be in Assembly. That's my guess. Okay, I'm on the bottom floor here. It's low. I'm guessing it's Dark Entity, so we'll go up here. Is it going to give us a ping or something to let us know? Oh, it is. So... I think it's down here, correct? Is that where this thing is? Nope, it's getting colder, so where the heck is this one actually at? I don't even know if I've had this one. Okay, it's getting hotter, getting hotter. It's in here. Oh, interesting, okay. And it shot it out, life drain serum. Okay, now what? Collect the PC fan. Well, luckily we're here. Hey, it marked the clean hood for us here. Now we just need, what, one more part? Okay, it's telling us to assemble the essence extractor outside of Blanchard's office. Let's do it. This is definitely having us do the upgrade for the Wonder Weapon, which is strange, yet sort of understandable, I guess. Like I was saying, maybe they want to make sure people have a clear, straightforward understanding of how it's done in the directed mode. I don't know if that's something they've done previously. Let's go ahead and put the serum down. Insert the life serum. I'm just going to blast these guys, and we'll just see what happens here. All right, come on. Come on, everybody. I wonder how much damage these guys are going to do, because in the regular version, they do a decent amount per hit. But it's been a while since I did the actual upgrade quest. I'll go ahead and throw that right there. Where's everybody at? They do a decent amount of damage, but it's not crazy. It's not super crazy. Got a shroud up there to make sure we're good. We got 23 seconds left. Throw that down right there. Maybe that helps. It is not helping. I'm gonna die. Holy smokes. They're just all surrounding me. All right, here we go. Still got plenty of time, though. They just do not damage this thing. This is kind of a pain without my decoys. If I could have picked my decoy back up, I think I even had 2 decoys, that'd have been fine. All right, W. Finally done. Hopefully that means this guy disappears. Can you stop hitting me? I can't see my screen. It's a little crazy that that's even a thing. All right, now we can pick this up. Take Blanchard's life essence and place it in the bioweapons lab, which is just down here. All right, we get to place it. It's going to do the thing. Infuse the Gorg effects. Let's see if we have enough time to do that before zombies come and slam us. Come on, hurry. Hurry. Infusing the life essence. Takes a while to do this. Kind of reminds me of the water valve on Liberty. All right, come on. There we go. We're getting hit a lot. And we should be able to get the weapon back. W. All right, now what's it going to have us do? What is next on the agenda of the director? Okay, I'm assuming at this point it would have told us to grab the key card, but since we killed the geneticist when we saw it, we got the key card. We're going to go ahead and unlock this, take the DNA, wife and son, take the syringe. Okay, now it wants us to take the syringe. Then it's probably going to have us go get go hit the body out of the beam and get the blood sample. Okay, time to jump into the beam. There's the body right on the left. We hit it out and it marks it as well. That's crazy. Okay, now we got the blood sample. Insert the blood sample syringe into the mutant research lab. Okay, the syringe has been placed. Let's go. Come on out, Dr. Fowler. That's going to have us get the injection, and then more than likely it's going to have us open the door with the injection. That's probably the most reasonable guess I could give. We need to get another decoy at some point. I guess I could buy one, and then we'll just build up our salvage when the time comes. We're going to still suit up for the boss fight appropriately, regardless of when we get the steps done. All right, he's finally angry enough to actually attack me. I'm just going to blast him with this thing. Oh, watch out. I don't want to blast the zombie if I can avoid it. Reload real quick. And I think the zombie did die, actually. Oh, no, it's there. It's there. All right, pick up the mutant injection. Go get the biometric scanner part done. Just going to go like that. Maybe that gets the dude out of here. You don't even need to kill this guy, to be honest. I'm just going to do it just to get ourselves to freedom in case we do want to come back this way. All right, come on. Go ahead. And then, I think it died. Yeah, it's gone. It's out of here. All right, back to the objective. Okay, here we go. We'll interact with it first, and then I'll just activate it. You can no longer do the little cheese where you get close to the wall and it doesn't actually pull it out, so that's interesting. All right, this should scan. Give us an arm. I don't know if it'll give us an arm with us punching him, will it? There's probably not a potential for that. I actually have no idea. All right, we got that. Objective is going to update. Where's our dude? We need to read the date and item number from the SAM file. Okay. Oh, we did get an arm. There's arm number 1. Dun, 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 dun. They won't drop me 2 arms in this round, right? Nah, they're not going to. Okay. So let's go in here and read the SAM file. I'm assuming if it's telling us to read this one first, this number is actually going to be first, which is interesting. I'll just assume that it's going to tell us to read them in the order that we have to input them. So we got 6. Okay, we got another one. 6, 1. All right, so now let me go back down here. Six, 1, 4. And then the last one's up here. I'm going to guess it's 2. 6, 1, 4, 2. And if that's the order, that'll be interesting because it's just basically telling you to read them for no reason. Use the dates and item numbers. 6, 1, 4, 2. That's what we read in the order that we read it. 6, 1, 4, 2. Access granted. So that was correct. So you don't even need to read anything. You just follow the objective markers. It's going to tell you them in the order that you need to input them anyway. Kind of a W, to be fair, but interesting that it's telling you that and not making you actually do that part. Okay, now it's telling us to do the particle accelerator part, which is this with the quantum vermin. It even tells you need 1,000 score. That's cool. Just kind of reassuring that we were correct the entire time, right? Excuse me? Why was that not a boosted shot? And there should be one up there. And then there should be one on the ground. All right, here. Boom. We got 1,000. Now we just need to wait the 30 seconds, and we should be able to pick up the orb if that's what it tells us to do. Use the gathered energy to attune the Gorg effects. W. There's an interact thing that pops up, too, for all that stuff. All right, now we need to take it to the teleportation lab, which is the other direction. Okay, back in teleportation. It wants us to do the charge shot with the attunement to break open the portal. There we go. Okay, what's next? Shoot down the fungal head with a charge shot from the Gorg effects in quantum computing. See, it even acknowledges there that you don't need it to be upgraded. So the whole upgrade part is a little interesting. I feel like they could do almost like a secondary objective marker that's like blue to determine it's a side quest, and then keep you on track as long as you have the Gorg effects, do these things, right? Because it is a little misleading to some degree to have us upgrading something that's not required for the main quest here. Okay, we just hold a charge shot, hit that guy there. That should drop the head. There it goes. Go on down. And then it's probably going to have us wash it. Let's see. Pick it up. Going to keep... Yep, hydrate the fungal head in a mop bucket. Well, we already filled it with water, so that part's nice. It would probably tell us what to do with the water part if we didn't right here, but I feel like that's just consuming time for no reason. That's not an important part of the process. We want to see most of it, but we're trying to be somewhat efficient at the end of the day. Okay, we need 40. At least it shows an actual number. I kind of feel like, to some degree, they should make the objective markers that are available in the game an option, and then allow us to have something like this for the main quest. Like, if you get to the point where you're putting the head in, let me see that I need 40. I'm totally cool with that. I think that'd be a nice quality of life feature, but I think there's a lot of people that would not enjoy that. Okay, I can pick up the head now. We did our 40 kills, and then we need to take it back to the teleportation lab. I'm just going to go this way, hit that, and go directly across. I think that would be the play. And then it'll give us our next direction. I'm assuming at some point here it's going to have to tell us to build Klaus, because it's given us no cues on that at all. Use the fungal head to repair the portal. Don't want to teleport, but we're good. All right, let's go ahead and at least fire this once, because it should kill some of our zombies here. There we go, nice. All right, lure an Uber Klaus to the dismantled Klaus and android assembly. So now it wants me to get an Uber Klaus. It doesn't tell me what round we should be expecting that, though. Oh, it just spawned me one in. It just randomly spawned one in. Okay. Lure an Uber Klaus. It's not telling me where. Luckily, I know where. But it does say an Android assembly. It's not actually giving me a marker. Or is it? Oh, no, it is. Never mind. I just didn't see it because it's like hugging the bottom of the screen. I'm blind. Open your eyes, Errl. All right, we're going to bring our Uber Klaus down here to the dismantled Klaus. Lure, it doesn't even say what to do with it, though. Okay. We got him. He's coming over here. Does he need to actually come in here? All right. Use the Uber Klaus energy projectile to power on the dismantled Klaus. I think we did it. So it doesn't even have us getting the parts yet. It has us actually powering it up first, which is kind of funny. Because that's what you do in like the low round strat, for sure, when you're trying to utilize the guy at round 8, right? In general, so kind of interesting. All right, what's our updated objective? Now we got to get the Klaus legs, but I got to kill this guy. So I'm going to kill the Uber Klaus. Okay, big waste of double points, but now it's showing us exactly where the legs are. It even has the cue to pick it up. Klaus leg number 1. All right, we're going to go up here and get Klaus leg number 2. And then it says shoot off. It does say shoot off 2 Klaus arms and pick them up. Maybe you do actually have to aim at their arms, which people had that theory, but there was no real confirmation. There it is, the other arm. All right, repair Klaus. It's cool it spawned it in for us, like, right away. Not something you would normally get in the regular version of the Easter egg. All right. He is repaired. Is it going to spawn our trial immediately is the real question. What's it telling us to do? Wait for Sam trial. Wait for Sam to initiate a trial. Okay. Does that require us to flip the round? It's not telling us. I'm going to flip the round, and just because we know that's kind of how it works, I would assume that's going to have to happen. All right, wait for Sam to initiate a trial. Do it. Do it, Sam. Do it! It's cool. We have the green version. The green version of the weapon. There it is. Sam trial has appeared. And it should tell us to guide him. Yep, escort Frankenklaus to the Sam trial in dark entity containment. All right, here we go. We're on our way. And then complete the trial successfully. There we go. We already know it's always the same trial. If you've done the Easter egg, it's always the same trial. Just kill within the location, which should be pretty easy if we utilize this thing. Maybe that's why they have you upgrade it. They think it'll be easier for completing the steps. I'm not really sure. All right, we're up to 28. As soon as we finish this, he's going to go to his spot in that room up in teleportation. But we didn't do the brain. We haven't done the brain at all. I'm guessing that's what it's going to tell us to do next. Okay, trial complete. Maybe we get a good reward. Just going to go ahead and kill my zombie. There we go. Punch open memory thing. Oh, cool. Well, we have a rarity that we don't really need. Fine. Okay, it says punch open the memory terminal in quantum computing with Melee Macchiato. Let me go get PhD, and then I'll grab Melee Macchiato as the fourth. That way I'm not, you know, keeping it if I go down at some point, if that happens. All right, Melee Macchiato has been acquired. Let's go ahead and punch it open. Boom. Carry the ether brain to teleportation lab before it phases away. W. All right, I know this isn't probably the fastest pathing, but it's always the one I remember the easiest, so should have enough time to get us there and what we need. Okay, here we are. Let's deliver the brain. Dun, 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 dun. All right, what's it going to tell me to do now? Take a vacuum seal device. Why is it telling me to get one way over there? Maybe that's because they haven't opened yet, maybe. Maybe it'll know it's open by the time I get over there. I'm not actually sure. I'm going to wait and see for this one to open. Which I feel like it should any moment now. Okay, it did open up. I'm picking this one up here. I don't know why it's telling me to go super far away, because it says capture antimatter with the vacuum seal thing, whatever the heck. Like vacuum seal device. All right, let's go across. It is telling us to go to executive, so it knows that's the place to be. But it was trying to make me go all the way over here to grab the first device. Okay, so capture 4 antimatter clusters, which should be one over here. Am I going to hit that one if I throw it like that? No! Oh, we got it back. Would have been sad if we lost that. There we go. We can pick that up. That's 1 out of 4. And it is popping up the box. Maybe after I get... No, it's not. It's popping up an item. So it's not even telling you where the boxes are, which is kind of weird. Luckily, I know where they're at. That is one thing I would say they could have improved on. I feel like it is nice to know where the items are within this circle, which you've already established, but you need to know where to get the Casimirs. I went and got another one from Dark Entity Containment, and then hopefully I didn't get too close to that one. This one should be back. You can grab the last one here. It should be this item that is chilling on the counter. All right, all 4 of them been acquired. Is it going to tell us just to go over there and place them down? Return the captured antimatter to the teleportation lab. Let's go. All right, it has us interacting, placing these things down. I'm not going into the boss fight until I'm actually prepared, but we have to do this last part. Stabilize the portal by pressing the switches as they turn red. Oh, it doesn't even tell you the secret. So there's that one. The secret, by the way, if you didn't know, is you can actually interact with these at any point. There we go. Like that one flipped on its own. I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot one of these off. Hopefully that helps. Turn that on. Come on. There's only 2 left. Is it this one? Yep. And then the last one, I'm going to have to do some craziness too. I'm just going to shroud. I'm just going to shroud. Get up. Can we get out of my way? Can't even move. All right, there we go. Activate the switch. The last and final one. Stabilize the portal by pressing them as they turn red. Now what does it say? Take the portal to Tower 3. All right, we will be doing that, but we need to flip some rounds continuously to actually get enough currency. I want to go in there. At least pack 2 legendary, maybe even pack 3 if I feel like I want to spend the time to do so. And I definitely want to get some more perks. Okay, I took the opportunity to get as overpowered as we possibly could. So now we are ready to enter the boss fight. Let's go ahead and go in. Enter to take it to Tower 3 like the objective says. I feel pretty good about this boss fight. I mean, Pack-a-Punch level 3 took me quite a while to actually acquire. What does it say? Attune the Sentinel artifact. Does it give you an option? We're going to help Richtofen this time. I don't want to do the... more difficult of the 2 boss fights this time around. But it is interesting that it doesn't tell you you're going to get a choice. And it definitely doesn't tell you which one's going to be more difficult. I do wonder, I don't know if there's any actual direction in the boss fights. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've done a directed anything, so I'm not exactly sure what to expect here. But I feel like we're going to have some fun, so that's what's important. And maybe we'll absolutely just destroy Sam, since we're kind of a bit overpowered, I feel like, for around 15. But... in my experience, oh, it's tuned completely different in this mode. 100%. I did a round 9 low round. I did a round 10 solo. And let me tell you right now, those guys would not be getting evaporated like that. There's definitely some weird scaling that happens when you enter this area. All right, it's telling us to charge the energy conduits. The Ethereum canisters. It doesn't tell you how many zombies you need, though, which is interesting. since they did tell us how many we needed for the head step. This should almost be enough. They're so slow. They are absolutely getting disintegrated, though. So I definitely feel like it is scaled completely different for directed, unless they did some changes with this update that makes the lower rounds even easier, because round 9 felt like round 25. 100% when I did the low round. This does not feel anywhere near that difficult, which is interesting to me. All right, one more to go. Come on, guys, get over here. The hardest part, waiting for the zombies to actually get here. This weapon's probably going to cook the boss. It leads me to believe, and if you guys have already attempted it, let me know down in the comment section below, that there's a possibility the boss fights end up being easier as well. And then the Richtofen boss fight ends up being a lot more reasonable through the directed mode than it is in the normal version. Guess I'll have to run it back and do the Richtofen version at some point. Okay, it gave me a new objective here on the next floor. Destroy the energy nodes. Well, that's what it's going to call those, huh? Energy nodes, I guess. Wait. I just shot that one 3 times. There we go. Why was that one not breaking? That was kind of crazy. Should be able to destroy our zombies here. Does it actually have markers? It does actually have markers showing you where they are, which is pretty cool. It's going all the way in with this directed mode. There are a few things, though, I feel like they didn't direct people enough with, but overall, I feel like it's been pretty good. All right, there's that one. Is there any more? Nope. Get back on. All right, see if we can get us an extra plate. Let's go into this fight fully juiced. At least I have enough for quite a bit of ammo, which I wasn't quite sure about, but wanted to make sure if we were going in pack 3 that we were at least prepared as we could be. All right, here we go. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, is it actually going to give us an objective anymore or no? I don't think it does, but you never know. Oh, I didn't do that early enough. It's okay. We got a little bit of damage in. We don't really need it. Kind of just want to fight her. Come on. Do something. Let me damage you. Yeah, no more objectives. It's just boss fight scenario. Oh, get underneath. Oh, look at how much damage we do at pack 3 in the directed mode. That's actually insane. It's actually scaled properly. Oh, it's doing it. She's doing it again. That's actually crazy to me. I gotta kill these parasites. They're the real dangers. And kill all of our dudes. They're gonna go back to the beginning. Oh, hey-oh. Not hit me in the back. Let's not do that. Oh, you're shooting me again. See, when I want to be in the middle to prepare for the middle, she's out here doing all the crazy stuff. Are you gonna laser? You gonna do something? Now, I know I could use my shroud for this, but I'm just gonna kill my zombies. And wait for it. There we go. Doesn't tell you what to do, but it's kind of insane how quickly... What are we talking about? Holy damage. Like, what? That was absolutely crazy. All right, we got our SAM trial. We did get the crit one, which can be nice if we can get these guys to line up. Not every shot's gonna hit a crit with this weapon. It's a little bit rough in that regard. How are some of these not being crits? I'm like aiming at the top of their head. All right, there we go. Boom. Why is it so bad? Gotta aim like above their head. All right, I'm gonna throw a decoy. It might help me out a little bit here. Because it seems like those should be headshots. Because I'm killing them so fast? Maybe they are counting. Some of them are counting. Maybe I'll just spam it. There we go. We at least got one. I don't think we're going to get the full reward, but I guess we could try to spam this a little bit faster. So we will end up getting ammo anyway. All right, 34. We need 9 more. Maybe I lied. It's going better than I thought. Just had to spam it. Maybe they gave us more leniency on this one than I remember. Okay, come on. 4 more. Just need them all to be headshots. And we got it. There we go. No worries. I was more worried about it than I should have been. Okay, is this the part where she's going to start moving? Oh, she is moving. She's moving directly at me, too. Oh, come on, lady. Yo, relax. That was kind of crazy. Didn't even get a damage phase in it on that spot. All right, she's going to shoot at me, probably. Yep. How'd I know? She ain't going to do what I need her to do, which is the laser attack. That's the best possible scenario. It's funny because I accidentally forgot to put an ammo mod on my weapon. Is she going directly toward me again? Oh my god, look how much damage we are doing. She's going to be cooked. She'll probably be phasing right now, right? Yeah, she's going to phase. And we're going to do so much. Holy smokes. She was almost dead. This one seems a little chalked. I mean, we need 18. We have the time. Can they come into the circle quick enough? We need 12. Get out of my way so I can hit you guys. 3 more. There we go. We got it. We got it. She's probably going to die almost immediately after coming back, which is hilarious. Grab our free perk, which is going to be absolutely nothing. And where are you at, lady? You're coming in somewhere. This one? She's going to come in from that one, yeah. Right there. Let's go. And, oh, she kept 1 millimeter of health. Like, maybe even a little bit more than that, I guess, technically. But she got absolutely obliterated. Is she going to the middle? She gonna do her spinning attack? I feel like she should. Nope, she's lasering. Of course she is. I guess we could just go like this, right? Just go like that. Come on, can I shoot? And she did. Oh my god. That was actually insane. At least it's good to know it scales properly through the directed mode, because that's how I feel like round 9 should have been. And again, round 9 was way more like round 25. But that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thanks for riding with me through the directed version of Reckoning. It was really fun to see how they guided us through the steps. And it was a little interesting how they were a little bit more in depth with certain steps and not so much with others. But thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all supporting the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!